Welcome to Answering the Call, the official podcast of the 12th Man Foundation. Our show brings you closer to the heart of Texas A&M athletics through powerful stories of perseverance, purpose, and life-changing opportunities made possible by 12th Man Foundation donors. From student athletes and coaches to former students and dedicated staff, you'll hear firsthand how donor support shapes the lives of Aggie student athletes in competition and beyond. Whether you're a lifelong Aggie or simply curious about what makes Texas A&M so special, you're in the right place. Let's dive into today's episode. Howdy, and welcome back to another episode of Answering the Call, the official podcast of the 12 Man Foundation. I'm your host, Ivy Robinson, and right now I am in studio with Aggie men's basketball student athlete Josh Holloway. Thank you so much for joining us on the show, Josh.
Thank you for having me.
All right, Josh, can you start by telling our listeners, why don't you introduce yourself, tell us where you're from, what position you play, and maybe a surprising fact about yourself that you think not many people know.
My name is Josh Holloway. I'm from Memphis, Tennessee. I am a point guard. Something surprising about me is that I'm double jointed. People don't know that until they see it on the court or something
no
like
way.
that. Yeah, so.
I am too. Like, I
Really?
wonder what the percentage is of like people who are actually double jointed. It's probably pretty rare, I would think.
Yeah,
But
I'm double jointed in my
your arms?
In my arms and shoulders, like.
Really?
Yeah.
So did that affect anything basketball-wise, like growing up?
It didn't affect anything growing up. Like, just me.
Yeah.
It's just normal. Like, I could do like things like other people, my shoulders and arms are more flexible than others. So I could get away with like a range of motion that people can't get away with. Yeah.
I had a friend when I was in high school in athletics. I think she was also double jointed in her shoulders. She could literally like hold her hands and like step through her hands and rotate her arms all the way back over her head, like like keeping her hands together.
Yeah, I got a friend that like can bend their fingers like all the way back.
Oh,
like,
no. Nope.
It's just disgusting.
That, yeah.
From the
I
outside
can't think
looking
about
in.
that too longer.
Yeah.
Well, very interesting. You know, Josh, I also saw in an interview you did with Texags that you are a big Christmas guy.
Yeah, big Christmas guy. Big Christmas guy. This favorite time of the year. I just like the spirit, just like how people decorate and stuff like that. Although I suck at decorating, I just like looking at different decorations and stuff like that. The songs, it's just like the whole vibe.
So festive.
Yeah, like just the vibe of it.
Okay, so before we dive into kind of the main questions of this episode, I have one more fun kind of this or that round for you, Josh. So I'm going to ask you some rapid fire questions and you give me your answer and tell me why. Okay? Promise they're not too hard. Okay. Small town life or big city?
Big city.
Big city. Okay,
Big city.
Nice. Sneakers or slides?
Slides.
Why?
Just comfortable. Like, you don't got to put much effort into slides. Like, you just slide in, just going on about your day.
Film session or extra shots?
Extra shots.
You're always getting extra shots in
Extra shots.
anytime you can?
Yeah, for sure.
Maroon jerseys or white jerseys?
White jerseys.
Three-pointer or mid-range jumper?
Three-pointer.
Early riser or night owl?
Night owl. Night owl for sure. Yeah, night owl.
Apple Music or Spotify?
Apple Music.
Movies or video games?
Video games.
What's your favorite game?
Currently 2K. I've been playing that my whole life. It varies though. Like, I was just playing Call of Duty for like 2 weeks straight, but I got tired of it. So I think 2K is always going to be in my heart. Like, I always go back to that game, so it's going to be 2K. It's just nostalgic.
And then last question, control the aux or let a teammate run it?
Control the aux all day. I'm a control the aux person.
And what are you putting on the aux?
Young boy, most of the time.
All right, Josh, well, let's go back really quick. Take us back to young Josh Holloway. I want to know, did you always dream or have the goal of becoming a basketball player?
Yes, since I was really 4 years old, I've been playing basketball, like real competitive basketball. I started playing AAU when I was 4, playing up. So when the time came, like, I was just playing them around when I was in like the 5th grade. I felt like I can really do this for real. So, but I've always like had dreams of playing basketball. But like in the 5th grade, I started to take it more serious than I did. When I first started playing, I was playing for the fun of it. I still play for the fun and love, but like now, you know, you figure like you can actually do something with it for sure.
Do you come from a big basketball family?
Yes, I actually do. My whole family I come from an athletic family. My mom played basketball. My dad played basketball. My uncle was a McDonald's All-American nominee. My other uncle played college basketball as well. My granddad played basketball, both of my granddads. So like,
oh my goodness, yes.
So I come from a big athletic family. So my dad played all 3 sports. He ran track, football. Like my mom played basketball. So my sisters did track. So like we just grew up in an athletic household. So my whole life has been a part of athletics.
Definitely.
Really.
What's the best piece of advice that you've taken away from basketball?
Some of the best pieces of advice that I've got from basketball is always have fun with the game. If you don't have fun, then the game is not going to be fun. If you don't have fun, like you're not going to be successful. You always got to have fun. Then if you don't have fun with it, don't even play the sport no more, because if you take the fun away, then what are you doing it for? And another thing is just do the things that you don't want to do often. So like if it's a day that you don't feel like going to the gym, you don't feel like working out, that's the day you really should go to the gym, because it's just going to build discipline. It's going to make you better, like in the long run, for sure.
Absolutely. You know, before college, you played at Oak Hill Academy, and I read, you know, it's one of the most respected basketball programs in the country. How do you think that experience, specifically being at Oak Hill, shaped you, not just as a player, but also as a person?
Oak Hill is a very tough environment to be in. You're in the middle of nowhere. So like my first time going up there for an hour, we was driving through mountains with no service. And so to get up there, it's like,
yeah, that's an adjustment.
Yeah, it's adjustment for real. So once you get there, like it's like you really have to lock in on what you came there to do. It was nothing but school and basketball. So I just that's the only thing I literally had to do, because we're in the middle of nowhere. Everything else is trees. So that school is shaped more discipline. I left home early, so it prepared me for college, for when I get ready to leave home. So it helped me learn how to do things on my own, be my own man, be on my own. So that's the good thing about Oak Hill. Like it shaped a lot of discipline in me to become like older, quicker, like be on my own faster. Sure.
Mm-hmm. I can tell like this game is really, I mean, it's just taught you a lot, but why are you personally passionate about the sport of basketball specifically? Like what's your why? What's your motivation? And why do you love this sport specifically?
I love basketball, one, because you can change so many lives through basketball. Like you can just use basketball as the platform, but to like help people out, to give people advice, tell people like how basketball, you can use it in real life, how it takes discipline, hard work, and those things of nature, like you can apply it to your everyday life. And that's really the big thing for me, is basketball is something like you can use to talk to other people. You can relate to a lot of people, because basketball is a worldwide game. So like you can talk to a lot of people about basketball, but you can use it in everyday things that you do. Yeah. So that's
Are there any like experiences or examples of this where you've been able to maybe impact like younger generations, or like use this game as a platform to make a difference in society?
Yeah, it was one time where I was coaching a little league. It was like my freshman year of college. I was coaching this little league team like at Sanford before I transferred here. We had to do these little leagues where you had to pick a team. Like, so we would play like every Sunday. And one of the kids was getting upset because they was missing shots. They couldn't make shots. So I was just telling them, like, keep shooting. Don't get down on yourself. Don't quit, because in real life, when things are not going your way, you can't just quit. So that's one of the times that I've used basketball to like an everyday thing experience. Like you can't just quit and give up because things aren't going your way. Mm-hmm. For sure.
Absolutely. And speaking of, you know, your time at Sanford, and then, well, actually speaking of Sanford, let's talk about that really quick. You were a huge part of the Sanford program last season, and you saw action in 33 games as a freshman. Tell us about that first season, what it taught you, and how you think it laid a solid foundation for now being a part of Texas A&M men's basketball.
So my freshman year of Sanford, that was like one of the best basketball seasons I had in my life. Just one, because as a freshman, I got to go to the NCAA tournament, which was a goal of mine. Like in high school, I wanted to play in the NCAA tournament. So for it to happen my freshman year, that was amazing. But during my whole freshman year, it was just teaching me about, like, again, discipline, doing things that you don't want to do, like just getting up early and working out and just doing all those things. And as a team, I found a bond like with all my teammates. The Sanford team was real connected with each other. And on and off the court, you made friends, like everybody in the school. You just met a lot of people. Like you met a lot of new people that was older. They just took you under your wing and so showed you how the college lifestyle works, how you gotta be flexible, you gotta manage your time between school and basketball and getting the proper rest. Except for my freshman year, that was just the most things that I've really learned. Like,
yeah. And now here at A&M, you've stepped into SEC level play, one of the most competitive conferences in college basketball. You took a lot from your time at Sanford, and what an incredible season that was, your freshman year. But what's been the biggest adjustment you think so far coming into SEC, this conference, and what are you loving about playing for Texas A&M in basketball so far?
The biggest adjustment coming to SEC is the more mental part of the game. In this level, you have to think more than physicals. As being a point guard, you have to think the game. You have to be smart. You got to be wise. Like, you got to know things before it happened. I really like Aggie land. Like, from the moment I got here, it's very welcoming. Everybody here is nice. I haven't met nobody who's just like all tight. Like, everybody got good vibes, good energy. Aggie land is one of my favorite places I've been so far. And yeah, for sure.
You and I both know that this university is known for its rich traditions and very friendly culture, but do you have a favorite tradition that you've experienced so far? Like, what has really stood out to you?
Midnight Yell. I actually went to the first one for like the first game of the season, but I didn't know, like, I'm real sensitive to sound. I didn't know they had cannons and stuff like that, so they caught me off guard, but I'm used to it now. So, like, my first experience, like, I really like that. So I've been to most with Midnight Yells. I like them for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my favorite tradition.
Don't feel bad about the cannon thing because honestly, I went to school here and I still jump when the cannon goes off. Yeah. So yeah, it gets me, man.
It'll catch you off guard for real. Like they do it.
Even in games too, yes. Okay, tell me about, so we talked about environment, you getting to experience home with the 12th man, Aggie land. Tell me about your perspective of the game day environment at Reed Arena.
So one thing that surprised me is that the students in the student section get to the games really early. It'll be like an hour and 20 minutes before the game or something like that. I'll be just now getting ready to get shots up, and they'll be riled up and stuff like that.
Yeah,
so
they're ready.
They're ready. So that's the game day vibes there. It gets me going because you see all the students coming there early, getting ready to rowdy up. And the Yale leaders, they're so like passionate in what they're doing. Like, I really like that. Like, they're so into everything. So the game day environment is amazing there. Like, the best atmosphere I've been in for sure. Like, at home, play a home game, yes, I feel it.
And that energy could also be described the same way as how y'all play the game of basketball. Yeah. And I want to touch on that, Coach McMillan and just the style of basketball, fast pace, full court, defense, high scoring offense, which is super fun. I mean, I've just got to know, as a college basketball player, do y'all just love playing this style of game? I would think it would be the dream to play that style of game because it's so fun.
Yeah, if you like playing fast, you don't have to run that many plays. If you get out and go and just play the right way, I think anybody in college basketball would love that. Instead of just walking the ball, like, you always want to play basketball fast. Like, the game is designed to play fast, get people, go up and down. Like, that's what the game is all about. So when you get a chance to do that and get a chance to pick up and make people play fast and y'all just going up and down, I just feel like it's just real good hoops, like normal hoops. So that's the big thing about it, like, just playing up and down fast. I think anybody in the country would love to do that, and I'm grateful that I have the chance to do that.
What makes this coaching staff so unique? What sets them apart, and why do you love learning from them and playing for them?
What makes this coaching staff unique is that they're all caring. It feels like a family from the moment I stepped in, although like most of the coaching staff came from Sanford with me, so I've already had a relationship with them. But you have the new coaches like Coach Keller, Coach TJ, Coach Hayes. They're very cool. They're very welcoming. They're very nice. They're very encouraging. So as a team, like, that builds the confidence as a team. When you're encouraging and you don't put nobody down, that just makes you have confidence when you go out there and play, like, to play your best.
What are some common phrases or mottos or mentality that you've learned from either Coach McMillan or someone on the staff that has really impacted you in your game?
McMillan preaches hard work, unselfishness, and fearless. He says, like, you always play hard, you play unselfish, you play together, then you're going to have confidence. Like, if you put in the hard work in the gym and practice and you play unselfish, you're going to have confidence when you get in the game because you're going to trust in your teammates to make the shot. You're going to trust in yourself to make the shot. So that's the big thing that he preaches to us daily, like hard working, unselfish, and fearlessness.
And you can definitely tell that y'all play that way. And the hard work that y'all have put in, it's paying off now. Y'all have had some great wins.
Yeah.
What's been your favorite game, whether it's home or away, that you've experienced so far here at A&M?
My favorite game was the one we played in Tampa against Florida State.
It's a good game.
Yeah,
Yes.
I think that was our best games as a team because like it just felt like we were so all on the same page from practice the night before until the buzzer sounded at the end of the game. And like everybody was happy in the locker room. Just the vibes were so amazing. And I think that was our best game for sure.
Kind of going back to your personal growth a little bit as a basketball player, you know, when fans watch you play, they see stats, but what's something you think about your journey that people might not see or fully understand?
So about my journey, it's always been like the underdog being overlooked. So I just keep a chip on my shoulder every time I play. Like one of these guys I may play, like they came up ranked higher than me and they were probably in a better position than I was growing up, or these guys was the top in college basketball right now, top point guard or something. So just playing with that chip on my shoulder, going out there and playing as hard as I can, giving my all, try to win my matchup versus anybody I play, is just playing with that chip on my shoulder. It's for sure like what I think about every time I step on the court.
Yeah, and that's the best way to play too, right? Like, and so fun when you make a play against guys like that, you know?
For sure.
When you have that mentality. Going back to the team and the guys on this team this year, how would you describe just the relationships you've built with your teammates, this specific group of guys, and who is someone on the team that's really challenged you or made you a better player?
So as a team, we've built a lot of chemistry off the court. Like we hang out with each other a lot off the court. We'll set up times where we go over one of our teammates' house and all of us get together and we just chill. We'll watch a college game or something like that and just chill, just have conversations. Or we'll like just hang out like after practice. We do a lot of off the court things that which builds our chemistry because we practice a lot. So that's one thing, but off the court is just as important to be able to know each other, know how each other act. And one person who's pushed me like every day in practice and like good matchup for me is Jakari Lane. Like we go at each other all the time in practice, like no days off. In between those four lines, like it ain't no friends. Like we just playing basketball. We're going at it. We're getting each other better. So when we play against those other guards, we give them the same pick up, hard-nosed defense to just harass them the whole game like we do each other in practice for sure.
Man, yeah, that's awesome to hear.
Yes.
You know, something else I'm curious to ask you is, you know, what stood out to you when you arrived at Texas A&M in terms of just the facilities and the student-athlete resources that you are able to access here? Like, what has really made a difference for you in your whole student-athlete experience, and why are you appreciative of the resources and the programs that you have here?
So, yeah, like you said, like the resources is what stood out to me. Like the campus, the facilities, like we have a lot of resources. So when I got here, I met with Coach Darby. We had a plan, like how are you going to get stronger, the resources you're going to have, the supplements. We take supplements every day to keep our body right, to keep our muscle intact. Like we have those things. We have food in the locker room. We have protein shakes. We have energy chewables. Like we have all those resources. Like you have 24-hour access to the gym. You have a practice gym that's open all day. So those resources really helped me as a player coming over here, getting stronger and faster. Like having Clark, like Clark is the best calf I ever had. Free food, but like it's like really good food. So like
Good, yeah.
I gained a lot of weight eating at Clark for sure. So like those type of resources at Texas A&M is what shaped me like to be a much better player than I was before, for sure.
And on the academic side of things, what are you studying, and how do the academic resources here, you know, how have they really helped you develop in the classroom as well?
my major in leadership with a minor in sports management. So the resources here has been great too. I have a learning specialist that I go to every day, just to build time in to like balance out school and basketball. So I go to a learning specialist Monday through Friday just to get work done so I can be on top of my work, although like I'm practicing a lot, I'm working out a lot. So just balancing out those like academics of basketball, being a student athlete, their learning specialist, their resources help me a lot for sure.
It's great to hear that, those resources are really making an impact in your entire student athlete experience.
Yes.
Yeah, it's great to hear. A few more questions for you and then we'll wrap up, Josh. But who or what motivates you most on the days when things maybe get tough, whether that's practice, travel, the grind of, the season? Like, who motivates you and what keeps you going?
My daughter motivates me. So every day, like, just doing it for her, knowing that, like, I got to give her the best lifestyle as she grows up. So just go hard, do things I don't want to. That's what motivates me every day, to just wake up and go and be the best person I can be every day, for sure.
And finally, why are you proud to be an Aggie?
I'm proud to be an Aggie because being an Aggie means that everybody cares for you. Like, you have such a support system, not just in being an athlete, but outside of basketball. Like, Aggies support you off the court. Anything you need, they're always there for you. You can always call on somebody, for sure.
Josh Holloway on Answering the Call podcast. Josh, thank you again for your time today.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for joining us on another episode of Answering the Call. If you're enjoying the show, please rate and follow us on your podcast streaming platform of choice so you can be the first to know when a new episode drops. As always, a big thank you to our incredible podcast producer, Megan Rohde, to 12-Man Productions, and Texas A&M Athletics NIL Department. We also extend our heartfelt gratitude to every donor and season ticket holder for always answering the call through loyal support of Texas A&M Athletics and our student athletes. We will be back soon with more content. Thanks and gig 'em.